Hello everyone! This is Mario 54321, and in this video I want to talk mostly about a brand new game that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch November 2019. Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Now, Mario and Sonic Tokyo 2020 is supposed to be the 6th installment of the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games franchise. The whole Mario and Sonic franchise started out as an April Fool's Day joke, but eventually it turned into a real game. A game that spanned several sequels along the way, including this new one, Tokyo 2020, which is getting an arcade version in 2020. Now, you'd think we would have had a game called Mario and Sonic at the Pyeongchang 2018 Olympic Winter Games. That is a long title, by the way! But no! And that's because Ubisoft bought the rights to make a Pyeongchang 2018 game. In my honest opinion, I'm glad they made this instead of this. You know why? Because it's more authentic! If video game companies are promoting the Olympic Games by making video games out of them, why can't other companies like Ubisoft do it? Companies like Ubisoft will make these games more authentic and not utilize the things we already like, thus maintaining the integrity and authenticity of the real-life Olympic Games. The same is easily said for both Mario and Sonic games. I was never really crazy about this series of games. Let's take the very first game for example. I didn't like this game from day one. But of course that could have been because of, the bad design, the high difficulty, whatever. At least the sequel for Vancouver 2010 was good. I enjoyed it for a while, but the series just continued to drag on from there. And I tried to enjoy it, really, I did, but, it just wasn't easy. At least Rio 2016 was unique, Being able to actually interact with the characters like they were there, me in that world, that was pretty cool. And let's not forget about the Rio 2016 mascots, Vinicius and Tom. But let's get to the core of the matter, shall we? Why does this series of games even exist? The real-life Olympic Games started in Olympia, Greece, and it just sort of took off from there. The whole world gets together for these Olympic Games to celebrate their differences, just like Nintendo and Sega get together with this series of games to celebrate their differences? Whatever. In my honest opinion, it bothers me that this is the only thing Nintendo and Sega can agree on. Many fans out there want a Mario and Sonic crossover game that's more adventure than sports. Really, what is it with sports? Now, sports on the Mario side I can understand, but come on, sports? Come on! The closest thing to date we have to a Mario and Sonic crossover game that isn't sports is the Yoshi's Island DLC from Sonic Lost World. So what's the number one reason we get stuff like this? Stuff we don't want. It's because companies like Nintendo and Sega don't listen to their fans! At least not sometimes. But I guess I can't blame them, really. Besides, if there's one game company that really doesn't listen to their fans, one company that really pisses me off in my honest opinion, it's Konami! But anyway, just because companies like that don't listen to their fans, doesn't mean their fans don't get what they want. Still, if you think about other Mario games, and other Sonic games, and then you look at this series of games, you start to think all our favorite characters from both games in stunning high definition, and this is what they go through? What makes Tokyo 2020 interesting is that even more characters are starting to wear unique clothes for certain events. There's even talk about Wario and his nipples. Come on. Oh yeah, and the characters can even play the Olympic events in 2D now. You know what this makes me think of? What does this theme make me think of? You guessed it, Super Mario Maker! And Super Mario Maker 2. I'm one for turning old into retro into timeless, but come on. Olympic Games? Sports? Sports! Really? Sports? A lot of emphasis on sports! Do we really need more games like this? Can the future between Nintendo and Sega working together Can it only be more of this? This is a question that I have asked myself before. I get so caught up in a game that I forget to criticize it with my own honest opinions and standpoints. Hearing about a new game in this franchise is, in my honest opinion, very triggering, especially back in Sochi 2014. I really hated it. Sometimes I take out my feelings the wrong way and nobody ends up caring. But instead of making a hate video towards this game, which is an idiot move, I made an April Fool's Day joke video about it. It's because I found out about this game the day before April Fool's Day. Kind of poetic justice to the fact that this whole franchise started out as an April Fool's Day joke, need I remind you? Seeing all our favorite characters in high stunning HD waste their talents on this stuff, sports, it's just sad. Don't you think it's even a little bit sad? Seeing this just makes me long for the other games that either franchise has to offer, you know? The truth is, I'll be damned if they make another Mario and Sonic Olympic Games after this. They probably will, but who knows? But, as cringeworthy as the gameplay is, I personally like the way it looks, and it just feels so nostalgic seeing all these characters again, you know? Once this game comes out, I'll be sure to play it, and, well, we'll see what happens. Alright, what did you guys think of this video? If you have anything to say, post it in the comments below. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos. This is Mario 54321. Thank you for watching.